Knowledge from books is useful and may have practical value, but it can be limiting. You'd be feeling that you need to know everything about a topic before you take action. If anything goes wrong in the process, you start researching more, you start reading more books. That's all good. No problem to draw knowledge from outside of yourself. The problem is that many people can't answer their own questions. It's good to learn the overall strategy of what to do, again, from books and mentors. They're valuable. What I'm talking about here is excessive self-doubt. For example, even with the smallest setback or blockage along the way, you instantly think of asking someone else for advice. In this state, you block yourself from the process of trial and error and learning through first-hand experience by making your own mistakes. These books came out of life. They come after, not before life and its intelligence that runs through each and every single one of us. Any perspective, any book can only narrow down reality into its parts. Some books do point out to the grandest, uncertain and mysterious nature of reality, yes, like spiritual wisdom. But they're still using words to describe the undescribable. It's impossible for language to contain the whole meaning of what made language possible in the first place. It's impossible for language to contain the whole meaning of what made language possible in the first place. Language came out of a much higher form of intelligence than language itself. Let's dive deeper. The knowledge from the books you read comes out of thoughts, right? Thoughts are unpredictable, can be focused to produce a certain flow of words, but generally unpredictable. The thoughts of your favorite author came out of nowhere, out of the unpredictability of thoughts of life. You could argue that the thoughts came from personal experience, yes, but where does personal experience come from? If there was no life, there would be no way in which to have those experiences. Experience comes out of life's uncertainty. Personal experience is also just two words made out of syllables created at some point in the past, created in life, and from life. But words do not precede the creation of life, of the universe. Personal experiences are granted by life/uncertainty. Life is unpredictable and uncertain. You don't know the thoughts you'll be thinking tomorrow at 6 p.m. or 12 a.m. You have no idea what this little universe inside your head is gonna come up with at any second. So books are thoughts. Thoughts come from life. Life is pure uncertainty. Thoughts come from language. Language is installed into you, programmed into you. You're not born with it. It's a technology. This technology came from somewhere. This somewhere is what we may call universal intelligence or nothingness. Some people call it God, others call it Buddha consciousness, oneness. It has many names. Carl Jung believed in the so-called collective unconscious. He said that it contained collective trauma, but also collective intelligence. This means you can tap into ideas you've never had encountered in your personal life before. Ancestral knowledge. Not just that of your ancestors, but collective wisdom of all the humans and non-humans that ever existed. I believe that when you have a thought, the thought by itself is not its original source. The initial form of a thought comes from somewhere I can't place any words on. You get the point. The mind is trained to use language to translate the commands of this quote-unquote original source of thought, this intelligence. Some of you already know what I'm talking about. Most of the people would need to rewind this video and rewatch a couple times to increase the chances of understanding, of course. Go ahead and do that. Feel free to do that. Now, your favorite books, movies, were all thoughts that came out of nowhere. I thoroughly studied this quote-unquote nowhere or universal intelligence. It's quite unpredictable, but it can be focused by use of intention. Try it. sit down and try to write a topic about something you've never read about before. You will notice that slowly your mind will start to generate all kinds of ideas, even if you don't know anything about that topic at all or field of knowledge. Ideas that come in a form of language that was created out of nothing. A nothingness full of infinite guidance that can be tapped into anytime, anywhere, and focused based on your present intention. Interesting. You have access to this quote-unquote nowhere, to this quote-unquote life within you. You just have to train yourself to tap into it and trust that life will flow through you if you intend it. The glamour and awe from which you perceive your favorite creators, authors, has to subside for you to see these people as normal humans, just like yourself. They create out of nothing. They create beautiful things out of nothing. And the first step to doing so is for you to realize that these creations were nothing at first, before they became thoughts in somebody's mind. This awareness helps you to transcend the idea that knowledge only comes from books and other people. You won't be limited anymore in your perception, and this nothingness, this life, this universe will start to flow through you much more freely. You're more open to receive new ideas now that you realize that amazing ideas come out of nowhere. Release the glamour and awe you feel towards your favorite creators, artists, and actors. Connect to the human being in them. See that they have a mind. You have a mind. They can receive ideas. You can too. This video, for example, that you're watching, came out of pure nothing. I didn't do any research to make this video. I actually wrote the script in literally 4 minutes. Each sentence was flowing out of my mind, through my fingers, typing the words perfectly and without needing any major editing. Once you connect with this infinite flow of energy, you too can receive genuine ideas in the right place at the right time and speak your truth. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for joining in the journey today and watching this video. If you would like to learn more about this concept as well as release blockages to connecting with your creativity, I have the Peak Transformation course. Is a very powerful healing course that I've created, and this course will help you to release your major life blockages. That includes attachment styles, low self-esteem issues, any major blockage that you got. This course is for you. Anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, demotivation. So it's all about healing, guys. It's all about healing. Check out the course in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, you would like to share it with somebody else, feel free to do that. I would love to help out more people, and I think you do too. So share the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to further support the journey, you could check out my Patreon page. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.